Something that we actually we're playing The Chosen here on every last Wednesday of the month. And it's been interesting to see how that goes. We do serve popcorn. If you're interested, feel free to come on out. We do give you water, no soft drinks. And we have a good time. And, one of the things, I think sometimes people get so wrapped up in the technicalities of the culture, or why he did this, or is this truly in the Bible. I tend to overlook all of that. That's not the point. If I really want to know those things, I can read my Bible and I can study commentaries. But one thing that has impressed me, and I think it should you, is the fact that Jesus has a personality. I love the fact that he has a personality. I think oftentimes in reading the scripture, we just kind of overlook this. I wonder how much time he just spent kind of laughing. Just, I like to, I'm the middle child. I guess the middle child is the one that, tends to be more of a tease. Or my wife tells me I do far too many jokes. She just, at times, Susie says, I wish you'd stop, because it does get irritating. I get it, I do. It's just part of my nature. I know I need to be saved from that too. But anyway, the point is that I wonder how many times Jesus was just, it was certainly a very serious situation. For example, in Mark chapter 3, he comes into the synagogue. It's on the Sabbath. There's a guy with a withered hand, and everybody's watching him. He knows they're watching him. He knows what's in their heart. He knows what they're thinking. And he just decides. I can almost see the little, almost smirk, not in a mean way, but just kind of a laugh. Like, you guys really don't get it. When he tells that man to stretch out his hand. And he sees the majority of the people there were in awe. But you have the others that were, the Pharisees and the Sadducees that were just, totally taken back by that. And they went out and conspired how they could get him. Or in John 8, the woman that was caught in the act, we've all heard the story. We know that she was in the act, so there was somebody else there. And the somebody else didn't get taken, but just her. We know their motives were impure. We know that they were only trying to get him, to get Jesus to say and do something that would be contrary to the law. And we know that Jesus wrote on the ground. We really don't know everything about what he wrote, but I got a feeling what he was writing was, having to do with their motives in bringing her to him. Because a false witness, a witness that didn't have the proper motive for doing what they were doing, was to be judged with the same sentence that they wished the other person was to be judged with. You can study that in Deuteronomy 17 or Exodus chapter 23. But the point is, I can almost see the smirk on his face when he looks up and he says, yeah, hey, where are your accusers? Now, it is serious. He tells her, go and sin no more. But I can almost see the humanity in this. Or when Jesus, it says he was walking on the water and he would have gone by. But they were so blown up by it. Can you imagine what it must have been like for him to be walking on water, and then in Matthew 14 to have his disciples? I can understand how, extra human, supernatural this was. But in a way, I can almost see him just kind of, just taking a stroll as only he could. And then using that as a teaching point. For you and I, look, let's not make Christianity so serious that we become the Debbie Downers of society. The joy of the Lord, as it says in the book of Nehemiah, is our strength. There's this incredible joy that we should have in knowing our God, and knowing that he has a plan, and knowing that he's greater than anything that happens, and knowing that we've been strengthened by him, and knowing that anything that comes our way, we have a community of believers that stands with us. And in a moment, they're ready to pray and cry out to God on our behalf. It's a pretty good gig. Till next time, friends, God bless you.